Hi, I hope you guys are doing well. Um, Better late than never, right? Here we are, mid March. I wanted to finish all these readings in early March because I'm really enjoying doing these readings, but life kind of uh, turned us upside down. So the whole story is in the Virgo new moon reading. If you want to go see, it's like the beginning, the first 10 minutes of the Virgo new moon reading. I'm sorry, full moon reading. If you want to go look at that. But Henry and I had to do an emergency relocation in February, and we've been living in Airbnbs for almost a month now because of that. And we like went straight through our savings. And things are a little bit rough now. We're trying to find a new place. Like every place that we apply for, it's just insane. Like we've applied for so many places and we just keep getting turned down or not even getting a reply back. Like it's insane. We're just living by faith, like everyday faith, and knowing that everything is going to get better again and things will get better again. But if you would like to help, there are a few ways that you can. I have 20% off, I think it's over here, 20% off readings using the code SPRING23. Astrology and tarot readings. The only astrology reading there's not 20% off is the Saturn and Pisces reading. That is still available if you have some Pisces placements, or it's your Saturn return. That would be a good reading for you. We also have a GoFundMe in the description box. Henry is has designed a hoodie, a Love Equals Freedom hoodie, which I absolutely love. He's a Venus in Aquarius, and it's a really dope hoodie. So that's on his website, wildloveparadise.com. That's in the description box as well. And you can also donate to Cash App and PayPal, and like there are other ways that you can do that if you don't want to use the GoFundMe. But share, also sharing your story. Like, I don't know, like if you haven't felt the insecurities of being homeless, you don't really understand. Like, it's really expensive to be homeless. And I'm lucky in the way that because of circumstances, like, you know, I'm already getting help with food from the government and with my medical stuff from the government. I'm already getting that help, but um, not having a home while I'm in this health thing, right, is a little scary. So, thanks for listening for that. But that's the reason why this is coming so late. We've really had to make some difficult decisions, and I've had to use my energy in other ways other than getting these readings out. But I really wanted to get this to you. So we're going to talk about a couple of the big things that are happening for the rest of March. I won't bore you with whatever we've already been through. We are still kind of under a Jupiter Chiron conjunction. Things feel very, very heavy from a cosmic standpoint. This week we have I can't even like think about it. We have the Sun conjunct Neptune, we have Mars square Neptune, we have Mercury conjunct Neptune, we have Mercury conjunct the Sun, which will be a Cazimi on Friday. We have Venus sextile Saturn. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. And I keep reminding people that March is the month this year where we have this massive generational change as well. Saturn moved into Pisces on March 7th, which was in your second house. For Aquarius risings, the astrology I'll be talking about is the rising sign. You can also listen to it for your sun sign if you would like. But for the tarot, you can do sun, moon, or rising. But Saturn in Pisces in the second house will be there for 3 years until 2026. This is really going to be a time when you learn not just who you are, but also what's important to you in life. Saturn is going to restrict you in the ways, like if you're not supposed to be making money a certain kind of way, Saturn is going to restrict you from making that. What people don't understand about Saturn, like everybody, like, yes, he can be kind of a bad guy. He can be sort of a bully. But Saturn is showing you the lessons that you need to learn to live the life that you're building, to live the structure, to live the life that you're structuring, right? Like, this is what you want to do. This is what it's going to take for you to get there, for you to do it. We just a lot of times don't want to agree with that. We don't want to be like, oh yeah, sure, this is exactly what I need to do in order to boost myself in some way or get to where I really want to get. Um, this Saturn and Pisces transit in your second house is going to ask you what it is that you truly value. If material wealth is keeping you from discovering your own true values, you may suffer financial hardship. You could simply feel financial insecurity, even if everything is in order. You could still feel very insecure, have this fear of falling into financial hardship, which oftentimes those fears can come true if we follow that path. This transit is showing you what you truly want for yourself outside of the possessions or material world. We had the Virgo full moon usher in that Saturn in Pisces. So with that Virgo full moon, it was really asking us to release. Like, this was the end of the astrological new year. We have the sun moving into Aries on the 21st. I'm sorry, on the 20th. And then we have the Aries new moon happening on the 21st, which will be happening in your third house. And so writing things down, write down your plans for how you want to see this new year go down for you. Really asking yourself, like, am I in the place that I want to be? And if not, then it's time to start working towards that. And a lot of it is going to have to do with how you feel for yourself, like what it is that brings value to you. The 23rd, this is the big one for you guys. Pluto will ingress your sign, Aquarius, and Pluto will be there until June, and then will retrograde back into Capricorn, into your 12th house, and then come back into Aquarius next year for the next 2 decades, basically for the next 19 years until 2043. This is going to be a complete transformation. I have natal Pluto in my first house, and let me tell you guys, I look like a different person every single year of my life. Like, I'm not even kidding a little bit, whether it's my hair, whether it's my clothes, whether it's like I've gained weight or lost weight, or like whatever it is. Like, I am constantly transforming the way that I look. And the first house is all about your appearance and the way that you put yourself off into the world, or the way that you put yourself out there with other people. And so this Pluto in Aquarius is really going to do that for you. You're probably going to find that you're going to fluctuate and transform, and there are going to be all of the ways that you transform, your personality, how you feel about yourself, the way that other people see you. If you don't like the way that people see you, you're going to change yourself. Like, that's just the way it's going to be. You will reshape many aspects of your personality, and you will get in touch with the forces that have shaped you and made you who you are. You might even recognize that you've been conditioned in so many ways to look a certain way and to be a certain way and to be a certain person. And this Pluto in the first house transformation will change things for you. You will be very driven at times, and you will feel that full power. Having Pluto in the first house can give you a lot of power over other people. And so using that power, Pluto in Aquarius wants you to focus that power humanitarian wise, right? That's what Aquarius is. And you guys, Aquarius risings are very much into Aquarius risings are very much into the humanitarian effort, relief, and all of that too. So during this self-improvement, you will meet certain challenges to make the good stuff come from this transit. You will feel quite driven at times, and you will feel full of power. At other times, you could feel defeated, maybe even looking like a different person. And then we have Mars moving into Cancer. Hold on, let me think really quick. This is going to be in your 6th house. I hate when I do that. So, you may feel Mars in Cancer is a little bit more passive aggressive than Mars in Gemini. The Mars in Gemini transit was very sharp. I don't know about you guys, but there was a lot of people and situations that were cut off from me because I was not supposed to be dealing with them anymore. hence the experience that we're in now. And there's going to be a lot of legal issues that come out of that as well. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, having Mars in Cancer in your sixth house is really about nurturing yourself, doing activities to nurture yourself. This is a great time for you to start a new health routine, even a holistic health routine. Cancer wants to make things contained, and Mars is that activity and like wants to get going and doing da 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 da. But we don't want to overextend our energy. Just because Mars has shifted gears and is now in Cancer, that doesn't mean we want to overextend ourselves. Okay, here we are. Let's get a surrender card. Ooh, I like this one for you guys. Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. I love the lighting here. I wish we could stay in this spot forever. It's my favorite so far, which means we're getting close. We're really close to finding what it is that we want or where we're supposed to be, but it's just it's just been a really long road and so difficult. I'm just scared that we're going to run out of money, and I'm like we've been fundraising money so much lately. That's my fear that I'm trying to release, is the whole monetary financial situation, because I can't hustle like I used to. I can't, like I love working and I'm so glad that I can do this for you guys. I love that I get to do this. I love all the personal readings that I'm doing. Like I love that. So yeah, like I'm just can't do it as much as I used to. Okay. Surrender to creativity. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. So there's a water sign in your midst. And we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Three of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Okay. So I feel like there's an opportunity that it's time for you to leave. I feel like it's time for you to walk away from a particular water sign. And it's a little bit harsh. Like it feels, this Three of Swords feels very, very painful. Or you have to walk away from, it's like you're walking away from the safety and security of this person is what it feels like you're removing the security of this person, which might mean that you could have been codependent on them at one point. But then we have the Seven of Cups here. And so even though you're walking away, I feel like you're still confused. Like you don't have a destination. There's not much of a destination here. And the Three of Swords, it can be very heartbreaking. And I think this is where the creativity needs to come from. I think this is where that imagination part, right over here, staying open to all of the creative ideas, all the different ways that this can change and be different, just exist in a different space. Whoa, that wanted to go there. And it might even be that this water sign, like, I don't know if this water sign was somebody that was helping you or if you were helping the water sign, but you know that things are unbalanced now. Like there's oh yeah, there's the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Something is ending, Aquarius. There's something that's very at this time. And maybe that's why. Maybe it's like, I almost like, part of me feels like you're removing support in one way and you're giving support in another way. That's what this feels like to me. You could be helping a Virgo with the Hermit here, or this could be while you're in a Hermit stage, it sort of feels like there's something, like this is when you're going to get the answer. This Ace of Pentacles is a gift from the universe. So there's some kind of solid foundational gift that's coming to you from the universe. And then here we are again with the Knight of Pentacles on the King of Cups. And that the Knight of Pentacles is the slow and steady pace to get there. So if you're waiting for a water sign to show up for you, there's got to be patience involved. There has to be patience involved. If you're not waiting for a water sign, if you're the one that's giving out, there's also this like don't there's no need, there's no rush for anything. That's one of the things that I'm really learning right now is it doesn't matter how fast we go right now. It doesn't matter where we're coming from or how quickly we're doing things. There's this message of taking your time to get there. We have justice with the high priestess here on the Eight of Cups. And like intuitively, you know that walking away from the situation is going to balance things out. You could be dealing with a Pisces energy or a Libra energy, but I feel like this Pisces energy that's been showing up in everybody's reading is that Saturn into Pisces ingress that we're feeling. And I think that there's like this healthy balance that you're trying to create by almost emotionally standing up for yourself. Like there's this intuitive need for you to emotionally stand up for yourself. And I think that that's what that Libra energy is doing there. It's creating some balance for you where there might have been some imbalances in the past or recently. Some kind of message comes in, and and I feel like it actually is healing this broken heart. We have the Tower at the bottom of the deck, but the Tower is also, wow, look at that. The Tower is also with Temperance and the Devil. And I feel like these messages that go together. Whatever it is that is uncomfortable and a little bit heartbreaking is necessary. And through the foundational shift, because that's what's happening here, this is like a course correction. Having this Tower come down, there's a foundational shift that's happening, and there's course correction that's happening. But there's this healing that's happening with that Three of Swords. I feel like the swords are being taken out of that so that those wounds can actually be bandaged, like for real, like stitched up, not just a band-aid stuck on there, a little bit of Neosporin and a band-aid. No, this is a gaping hole in your chest that needs to heal now. Like it's ready to heal. And I feel like there's some kind of message that's coming in that may rock your foundation, but at the same time, again, there's a balance that's occurring with Temperance, and there's a lesson that you're learning here. And I don't think that the lesson, like it feels very much like the lesson that you're learning here is to not constantly overcompensate yourself for other people. Like that's in a really big way. I feel like you've sort of depleted your energy so you can't be creative almost, right? We have the Eight of Wands with the Seven of Cups. So March's energy is happening really, really fast. I think that I know that this is kind of spiritual hogwash in a way, but I feel like we're jumping timelines a lot. I've been sleeping so much, which I normally do during Pisces season. But when I'm sleeping and then I wake up, it's almost like time doesn't exist and just things are just sort of happening. And there's no real sense of time or existence or, the things in the world. So things are confusing. And the energy that's really, really fast right now, and it's sort of like picking up pace every single day, is really, really confusing. So that Eight of Wands feels like you have like 6 radios, very ADD energy. You feel like you have like 6 radio stations blaring at you all the time. So when in doubt, because the Seven of Swords makes me feel like, ooh, and the Seven of Wands and the 10. Wow, I could just keep going. The cards are really telling me a story for you guys. Like there's definitely a need for you to protect yourself. There's definitely a need for you to make sure that you're doing everything very intentionally. There's definitely a need for you to listen to your intuition this month. If your intuition is telling you not to do something, please don't do it, because those consequences will come back around. Like the part of that, those consequences will come back around. So I appreciate you guys and all of the patience that you had with me, getting this to you. And yeah, if you haven't gotten a reading from me in a while, or you've never had a reading from me, now is the time to do it. I would be eternally grateful and very appreciative of that kind of support. If you can't give that kind of support, sharing our story, sharing our GoFundMe and our story, would be really super amazing. So I love you guys. I am going to do my best to get you guys a